Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched WWE Monday Night Raw episode 1421, which was broadcast on August 24th, 2020. We open up with Randy Orton attacking Drew after Drew delivers a great promo, and then we see Shayna and Nia backstage not getting along, but maybe they're getting along because then they go and attack Bayley and Sasha after Shayna and Bayley have a match against each other, which I forget who wins. There may have been a disqualification because Nia came out and all that kind of stuff. Then we had the Kevin Owens show with special guest Aleister Black. Kevin tries to relate to Aleister, and like, that Seth sucks, and he's just trying to get under everybody's skin. And then Aleister Black kicks Owens in the face with the black mass. What is the motivation there? We don't know yet. Maybe we'll find out. Shelton versus Cedric versus Akira versus R-Truth. The 24/7 championship match happens where Akira pins R-Truth to get the win, stealing away the 24/7 title from Shelton Benjamin. Then we had Randy Orton come out. He says, "I'm a man of my word," and he is the best wrestler. And he said that he's going to kick people's heads off or whatever. I don't remember what he said. But then Keith Lee comes out. He says, "I have come to give you an opportunity to bask in my glory," and it was pretty glorious. Angel Garza, he says to Zelina, "Hey, so you got caught, big deal." And Zelina's like, "What are you talking? No, I didn't get caught. I didn't poison them." Charlie is also very offended that Angel is trying to woo her after just hitting on that the Demi gal from The Bachelor. And we have Angel Garza versus Montez Ford. Montez Ford wins after Ivar steals away Demi, distracting Angel. He steals her away by offering her a turkey leg. So there you go. Shayna backstage talks to Nia. I says, "You know what? Maybe we could team up against each other, or team up with each other to get the tag titles." And Shayna says, "Well, don't get in my way." And Nia says, "Don't get in my way." And then Shayna slaps her real hard, and then Nia's like, "Ooh, I like it." Then we had Zelina Vega team up with the Iconics to face off against Ruby, Liv, and Bianca Belair, the new Riot Squad, and Bianca wins by pinning Zelina Vega. Then we had Cedric and Ricochet arm wrestle backstage, and MVP gives them a hard time. Mark Henry hosts the Lashley versus Apollo Crews arm wrestling championship match. I don't know if it's actually for the championship or not, but Apollo Crews wins by stomping Lashley on the foot. And then he wins the match and gets out of there. Then we had Natalya and Lana talking about how they were attempting to give Mickie James a nice retirement speech. And they show on screen a highlight reel of Mickie James's career, and no video plays. Mickie James comes out and kicks them both in the face. Lots of getting kicked in the face this week by everybody. Bobby Lashley in the Raw Underground kills a man, and then he also kills Dolph Ziggler by throwing him into the wall, like lawn darting him off from the ring into the wall. I think Dolph might be dead. And then a third guy gets killed as well. It's basically the Raw Underground is where Bobby Lashley can kill a bunch of guys. Randy Orton versus Keith Lee takes place. I'm very happy that this is Keith Lee's debut match on the Raw roster. Yes, he has appeared on Raw before. He was on Survivor Series as part of the Survivor Series team. But on this episode, he had a one-on-one match with Randy Orton, and that is awesome. But there's a disqualification when Drew McIntyre attacks, and Randy ends up punting. Oh, yeah, they brawled earlier in the show. Randy punted Drew, but then he punts Drew a third time here, and Drew gets hospitalized. He gets taken away in the ambulance. He has a fractured skull, perhaps, and that is pretty brutal. But it is made for payback. It will be Randy Orton versus Keith Lee, and that is fantastic. Then we have Asuka versus Sasha Banks, a rematch for the Raw Women's Championship. It is a lumberjack match. All of the women's roster is out around the ring, and they prevent Bayley from doing anything to help Sasha. They also prevent Asuka from getting any help, kind of. I don't know. But Asuka wins via the Asuka lock, because it is just that good. Then we had Drew Drew McIntyre is taken away, like I said, and that Keith wants payback, and so he will get it at Payback. And then Raw Underground, we have Lashley versus Cedric Alexander, who it's another murder in the Underground. And then there's a big brawl that breaks out after that. Then our main event was Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio versus the team of Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, or just Murphy. They hit a double 619 at one point, and then right after that, Retribution appears. Seth and Murphy, they run away, or they just get out of the way so Retribution can do their thing. They stand at the top of the ramp, cackling. Well, Seth is cackling. Murphy doesn't cackle, but they're both admiring the work of Retribution, which I think goes to show that perhaps, well, that why didn't Retribution go after them if they weren't working with them? Are they only going after the good guys? I don't know if that's the case, because they chased off everybody. If they weren't going after the, no, I guess they did attack Jessie. She's a good guy. But yeah, I think it would be pretty cool if they just destroy Rey and Dominic. And then there's a whole group of them that stand there on the apron to close out the show. It's very, I think everybody agrees that at least the people under the masks today, one of the people is Dominik Dijakovic. And I cannot disagree with that assessment. However, I might say that they still can change it to whoever they want it to be if they don't actually want him to be one of them. So I want to set our watches to it, set our hearts and our watches to it. But that seems pretty likely, and very possibly Dio Madden as well. But let's see. What was I going to say about that? The more I think about it, I think that Roman Reigns is a part of it. Retribution, the leader, or maybe one of the leaders. Perhaps all of Retribution are followers of the greater good that Seth Rollins has been touting for many, many weeks and months. And I think it could be the next evolution of the Shield, perhaps, with just the two remaining members now. But we'll see more on SmackDown, I am sure. So there you go. I really enjoyed this episode. All the backstage reports and things like that. It's like, I see so much time and energy wasted on like complaining about those things and all of that. Like, just go off of what you see on the screen. Like, why do any of us watching as viewers care about the backstage, like that they changed this and this before the show, or they changed the entire show before the show? Well, did you enjoy the show? Then that's what matters. I enjoyed the show, so that's what matters to me. So anyway, I really like this episode. I'm excited to see what happens next. Payback is going to be a great pay-per-view. There's lots of great matches on there so far, and I'm sure there's even more to come that will be very exciting. So I'll be back. I am thinking about maybe taking a break after Payback for a while. I don't know how long of a while, but taking a break from the podcast anyway. I'll still be talking about everything on Twitch. So twitch.tv/thedemonjackal. If you are missing these episodes, these audio episodes, then go hang out on Twitch. Ask me what I thought about specific matches and stuff like that. Or I might just start doing the podcast like on stream, like while I'm playing a game or something. So stay tuned for all of that. More as I think about it more, I'll let y'all know. But let me know what you thought about this episode by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. Stay safe out there in all of the infinite multiverses, and I'll see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye.